You know what I could have been doing while I was hunting for Rayman 3 on PlayStation 2? Play some games I already have on Steam. And you know what? I thought, alright, let's actually beat Neptunia once and for all.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
That was easy.
That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple.
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
So, at least now I can better understand the story of the game. Sensor. Okay, how do we get back? Let's do this same thing in the lobby. Okay, yeah. I don't expect this to be a long stream this time, because I actually have to go get out early. Like, a lot of time. Yeah. Oh, okay. That took a while. You gotta have mechanics. Yes, I know how mechanics work. Does look like a bad guy.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the CNJO. It's an aromaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something! Stay calm now, Lynx. this.
Well, this could be a problem. That's little thinking right.
Let's go.
Thank you.
To
Well,
travel far away.
that is actually a problem.
For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all!
Transport. Commencing some inputting commands. Whoa.
Those visions. Oh, that's a problem.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours. Time to twirl.
Let's make it quick.
Commencing research. Relax. Deep breaths.
Rules are made to be broken!
You must be honored to meet me. Time to twirl! Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Like that production. Really cool.
Target specimen. What are you looking? Maybe you can keep it down?
What about this?
Enough. Commencing research.
Let's try.
To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all.
I think we're gonna need to use that.
Do you know who I am?
Except,
Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours. Time to twirl. It's gonna hurt.
Let's go.
Inputting commands. Whoa. Target specimen.
we didn't even need the weakness. Because we're that tough.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space.
Yeah.
You probably could have guessed that.
Yeah. Oh, I see. No problem.
Done. Next.
Okay, I can do this. There we go. Ha. What we want to see him on here. This must be the last one.
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships.
Awful. That was easy.
We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Right.
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
Alright, let's see what goes. This is recognition in real time. Impressive. That would lead to an SMT.
That's why you're here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong.
That's got pulled one over on us again?
Kafka has nothing to do with Stellaron, but you. It's you.
Me?
Absurd. I'd never have thought it.
I sense more food on wheels on the horizon.
Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Hi.
Hello, Mama.
You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
You don't look like you're in a sorry state to me.
Really? Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to affect your... I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me.
Like you wouldn't know. What is your objective?
Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved.
That must mean the Stellar Hunters aren't exactly thieves. Or wanted criminals.
Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it.
Well, even if you aren't enemies of the Sancho, let's go with that. You still are technically wanted by the IPC. You're still technically enemies of the IPC. And since I'm on their side, well, sorry. But I gotta do my job here and take you out.
2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact.
So, see. What was it again? Incursion? Let's see. Hang on a sec. Okay, so you're saying that there's a want for insurgency, huh?
However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the matrix of prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he
Who's
ensured
Elio,
that
though?
I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment.
Hello.
As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you.
For us?
Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fushen doesn't believe it either. But the matrix of prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the matrix of prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance.
I wish I could have had a dialogue option for that.
And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help.
Well, the only thing I can say to that is, well, clever. You got this.
What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think?
That begs the question, though. Why?
Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work.
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world, huh?
There is only one thing I can tell
like
you
that.
about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook, the destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may, you know.
In the meantime, who currently at the other end of the Luofu.
Hey, Luocha! You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, neons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That Eon was slain at the hands of another Eon.
Alright, so what I'm getting from here is Mama Catfield had to get us to walk right into a trap. So we can have like a fighting chance at fighting off the Aeons.
I don't understand. They're all Eons. Why do they want to fight?
Why am I getting deja vu?
Are you really from the Cienjo? Other Eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaosha. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaosha the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
You're telling me that Luocha fights with a fucking coffin?
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. Ah, I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope.
Well,
the Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the
I don't want to be the
battlefield.
guy.
Death
I
is
really
a
want to know
common
what
occurrence. It's
know
just
what's inside that
we don't
coffin.
put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye.
Okay, so they want to respect the dead.
The Foxians
So
and the Videodora have their own
decapitation will not
ceremonies.
do the trick.
Foxian soldiers
Got
place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again.
Does that mean that Bailu died recently?
My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true.
Only special video that can turn dragons. Ugh.
What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence.
So
That's why
there's another
some,
thing called permanence.
not all,
Interesting.
could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could
Interesting.
successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and
I
immortal
wouldn't praise
life.
Long. If only because I like.
But for some
Only
reason,
because I
the
like
Eon
Moon.
disappeared
I think it
among
might
the
be short and-
stars without a trace. Almost
And
as
I'd
if
like
they
it to
never
stay that way
existed,
because,
leaving only
if they
their
live a long life-
descendants.
well, it's gonna be easy to get bored. So given this universe, it's hard to get bored.
Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
All of you.
So, a sweetheart?
I kind of lean toward destruction.
Miss.
Oh, come on.
Whatever gave you that impression?
But the name,
The individual
With
in
a
the
word like
coffin is
that
neither
as a
friend
path.
nor relative. We met only
How could you not
Once.
appeal to? How could it
By
not
chance,
appeal to
I
my
made someone a promise, and so I have to
my
run this
liking
errand.
towards breaking things?
Let's leave it at that, shall we?
The hunt is a close
I think
second.
we've all had enough rest.
Let's do the antidote. That should be easy. Do that. Huh. Wait, 1-on-1, huh? Yeah, let's get rid of this.
Want to see what I can do?
Nothing major.
Don't your hands hurt?
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Pity abyss flower, bloom.
You're the best.
Allow me to... Eternal sleep. The dead will return.
I think I should get. No chance to removes buffs with the vault. That could actually be handy.
Aura struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait.
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Here we go.
Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise Phoenix!
Chicken. Get him.
Let me through.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an abyss sanctuary, is but
Butter
a vision.
Yeah, I don't know why he's at my head.
Pity.
Let's soften him up. Dang it. Whatever.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Do your thing, man.
Allow me to...
Miss, are you okay?
What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
My motor is broken. I can't move.
Are You a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission. Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Oh, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me.
You know medicals, but do you know robotics?
You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful.
Unless
think
that
you can
works
hold still?
on robots too.
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Wonder healing.
Curious.
Zuye.
How... what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and
So
wields
tracking
a
down a
divine
Stellaron
weapon.
hunter.
They are extremely
Is it the one that
dangerous.
they've lost?
If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wake span might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me.
Alright. Do we get a heal first?
I've never seen anything like it.
Interesting. Meanwhile,
You
in
know.
the divination community.
Even eons can be killed.
Alright. So how can an Aeon be killed?
Is it so unthinkable? There are many stories about fallen eons. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Shipe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Cienjo, too, are engaged in this process.
What about Akivili? Did they die at the hands of Aeon?
I don't know. Akivili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. After all, Droid Head knows everything. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you.
What about the third way?
Hold on. Any minute now. It's begun.
Huh? Oh, this is getting interesting. Hold it. Howdy.
Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you? Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime. I'm so lucky.
Maybe someone applied a strong fertilizer?
Such extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making the ambrosial arbor grow?
Is the Stellaron feeding it the strong fertilizer?
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for must be causing this anomaly.
Well, let's go tell him. Yeah, there's this. Well, that was easy.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
He's smarter.
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle
Is it possible that we have a trigger?
Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. The Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express onto the same track. Who would have believed it?
General, we must retain all urgency. The Ambrosial Arbor.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the Ambrosial Arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus couldn't hold off any longer.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies. Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits, and prevent the
Are we
Arbor's
dealing with a lost
resurrection.
belt?
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location for a while now. So why have I held back our forces?
General,
Well,
you're a scoundrel.
pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traders have
So what's going on?
patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one.
Who's on the calling genuine a scoundrel, but what for?
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express. How could I look the other way?
I guess more errands.
The General's smiling again. Definitely errands.
It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people on the Lawfu? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations, all the more so in times of crisis.
Got you there.
As such, I am about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission delve.
Under... my control?
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
Well,
as for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron.
That's fast.
Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line.
Errand? Errand received, General.
This is no errand, honored guests. I am merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
So, let's just take a look. Wondering you now, bro. And that's pitiful. Except the G. Claim. The store? The drink? Nothing. Oh.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The hexagram was right. The ambrosial arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define.
I'm sorry. Captain escaped.
I had long anticipated it.
Huh? She's not angry? Is there anyone that isn't 2 steps ahead of us around here?
Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her innocence. Our priority is the ambrosial arbor.
Gerald wants us to go up to the Artisanship Commission.
He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the Artisanship and Alchemy Commissions. I'm afraid the former is likely also facing imminent catastrophe. The star skiff is ready. I will lead the way.
Well,
101010 is
I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you.
Wait! Master Diviner, can you divine our fortunes for us? Is there anything we need to watch out for?
No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly.
that's encouraging.
Are you sure? You don't need to use a crazy device or do more finger counting?
Sure, there's nothing we can manage. Let's go.
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner. Onward.
Well, that's better.
Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken star skiffs to safety?
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
One knows what's up. But Joe, no, Blaze doesn't seem to allow for any relaxation either.
I think they call that complaining from the heart.
Are any of the paths in this world easy to tread? The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots. You get the picture. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in. But they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
Well said, Welt. But first, we have Pom Pom. Give us motivation. What's going on in your mind? I'll just make your own emojis. Food. That's cute. Alright, let's go freshen up our legs. If it's just for a little bit.
It's getting late. Where to now?
You're alright. But we have something about the resource supply agreement. If it says so. Shadow. Bowman Calyx. Really? That's all there is here? Okay, where are we? Put it right there. Yeesh. Yeesh. That can't be all of it. That's... No, whatever. Let's go upgrade.
Another locked gate. Time for the old dilemma. Break in or climb over.
A warm reminder, benefactors, that the Artisanship Commission is as important to the Xianzhou as the Divination Commission. Our law states that trespassing into the Artisanship Commission can result in a prison sentence of between 300 to 500 years. Serious violations may result in exile on a barren planet, thousands of light years away.
The General sent us here. Sure, we get a pass.
Yes, we do. Still, the Artisanship Commission is filled with security mechanisms. Even the General won't be able to save us in time if we get trapped. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm simply suggesting you ask the craftsmen to see if they can provide an insider like Qingche to guide you. It seems more than a little reckless to charge in when we don't know what's ahead of us.
Oh, fine, you have a point.
As expected, The divination was correct. If I hadn't repaired the shifting screen today, we'd have all been trapped. We'd be fertilizer by now. Still, the teleportation range wasn't enough.
Fertilize it, that sounds fun.
It's no ordinary tree. The branches felt tough as metal.
Okay.
Yunsha, have you ever seen material like that before?
What if I have? You gonna go get a sample for me?
I was thinking about it, yeah. Isn't it just an ornamental tree?
Have you ever seen an ornamental tree move? Have you ever seen one bore through the ground like that, huh?
So what if it moves? I just need to run over and saw off a sample. I can't grow faster than I can run, right?
Sure. Go ahead. Here's a crowbar and a saw. Don't say I didn't warn you when the Cloud Knights have to scrape you off the walls.
Well, I've been feeling a bit under the weather lately. Yunsha, you're the most agile person on the materials team when it comes to
What?
operational efficiency.
Under the weather, huh? How convenient. As for me, I'd rather stay alive, thanks.
Master Gongshu. Oh, are you guys Cloud Knights? Are you here to save us? Your clothes. I knew I was getting ahead of myself. You're just tourists.
Hey, we might be able to save you.
Sorry this crisis came during your trip. I'm sorry it came at all.
No more, no more. The Knight in Shining Armor is here to the rescue.
Yeah, you just need to tell us what the trouble is. General Jing Yuan pulled out all the stops to get us here. You can trust us.
You mean the General invited you? Is that a joke? The Luofu has the Cloud Knights. Why would he send outsiders? There's been a serious incident in the Artisanship Commission. Nobody's in the mood for jokes in this.
You misunderstand, young sir. We genuinely want to help. Can you tell us what happened here?
What are you doing out here?
Waiting around, that's what. We ran away. It was way too dangerous in there. Please, if you plan on living a little longer, don't go in there.
What happened?
There's been some kind of botanical disaster.
We know that much.
An ornamental tree somewhere suddenly started to grow. There were branches so thick you couldn't put your arms around them. It spread everywhere. The whole commission is being destroyed. I don't get it. The Artisanship Commission focuses on the mechanical. We've got nothing to do with hydroponics or accelerated growth. Where did that thing come from?
Usually.
The worst thing is, my master is still inside. Master Gongshu is the most experienced craftsman in the Artisanship Commission smelting works. He's in charge of our research project.
That sounds like trouble.
When the incident happened, he dragged me, Zeming, and Yunsha to safety. But then he turned around and ran back in. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knight so I can tell them to rescue him.
Why did he run back in?
Project deadline approaching?
That's not how it works. The research comes first here. I just heard him shout, "It's gone! We lost the furnace!" By the time we realized, he'd already vanished. Anyway, you said you're here to help us, right?
100%. The General sent us.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements. We'll look for your master.
In that case, take this jade seal with you. If you find my master, please bring him out safe and sound. If anything happens to him...
Don't worry, young sir. Your master's safety is our...
None of us would be able to graduate this year.
Let's go. I think this conversation's run its course.
For once, March 7th says something smart.
Botanical disaster? It must be the Ambrosial Arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
Right then. Here we go.
The
Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the ambrosial armor. The severity of the corrosion becomes worse as it grows.
Look, the roots are coming up through the ground. I'm afraid we've got some gardening work to do.
Got zoomed out.
Perfect. Now's my chance. Excuse me, coming through. Enemy targets detected. Inputting commands. Whoa. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Time to twirl! Every step is just a part of the adventure.
Upon commission grounds your feet do tread. Leave from whence you came, or soon be dead. Dead. Stay away. If you come any further, I'll not spare you.
What?
Hold on. Let us explain. We're not...
What excuses do you have? Surprise me. Just passing by. Stumbled in, door wide open. Within commission grounds today, an evil spun by hands unseen, unknown.
I don't know what it's
No
doing.
longer.
I don't know what it's doing, but the actor is pretty cool.
These
Really good job.
Golden cloud toad, illumination dragonfish. Are you all right? Wake up. I raised you like my own flesh and blood. Did you really have to destroy my little friends? I want compensation.
You didn't want to listen to us. We were here to rescue you and you started a fight for no reason.
We don't compensate. We don't compensate who provokes us first. Are you always teaching?
Did those hopeless brats send you here? It won't work. They abandoned the Commission's precious assets and ran off to save their own little skins. And even if you rescue me, it won't change anything. All of them will fail their internships.
It's not like that. You're making this too complicated.
We're passing through on our way to the Alchemy Commission at the behest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu. We'd like you to show us the way, Master Gongshu.
Really? The General sent you? Then this must be a mere misunderstanding. Don't worry about those things. Easy to fix. But there's not much I can do to help. The Artisanship Commission was suddenly taken over by some evil tree demon. It seized our most precious possession, the Creation Furnace. It's a dark and powerful entity. The robots, it was like they gained consciousness. They were moving in a circle around it. I fear approaching it is tantamount to suicide. But then, I couldn't just run away, knowing what lies sealed in the furnace.
I think I know where this one is going.
I'm sure General Jing Yuan must have believed wholeheartedly that you could save the Artisanship Commission from this crisis. Means I know of may yet serve your fight. Pray you in repayment aid my plight. Come on, through here.
Well then. Here's the way.
Look, this is one of the Artisanship Commission's prototypes. The shifting screen. Good thing I got the students to take it out and make a few adjustments. Otherwise, they'd never have managed to get out in time. You all saw the Jade Gate on your way in, I assume? The shifting screen works in the same way. It connects two spatial coordinates in ways that laymen wouldn't understand.
Like teleportation?
Indeed. With limited range and energy costs aside, to every starskiff soon shall woe betide.
Well, maybe that's why starskips are preferred.
You sure about that? Even our trailblazing space anchors sound better.
Thank goodness you take the time to perfect these inventions, Master. If not, the Skyfaring Commission would have become quite redundant by now.
Ordinarily, I could have used this beauty to teleport you thither, but through earth and air, the wretched branches boil. The shifting screen entangled thence and coiled.
I'm sure you know how to fix it.
How observant. You would make an excellent student. The commission is more than a match for Mother Nature. Ah! Oh, piteous tree, who think thyself so strong, your match and more in strength to meet ere long. This is the first thing that came to mind when the tree demon attacked. It's a mechanical device codenamed the Lumenflux Pixis. I invented this weapon for the Cloud Knights. It's incredibly powerful, but...
Let me guess. Limited range? Energy costs?
Every light has its shadow. But this is more than enough to deal with the tree demon.
So I pointed at the tree and we killed it.
And then...
Mission accomplished.
Ignite! Fire beats wood! There's no way we can lose!
Come on. So if we try it like this. Bingo.
Very good. The master reveals the door, but the apprentice must walk through it. You're much better than my useless students. Whoa, what's happening? Is the delve collapsing? Seems like it worked. That tree demon must be writhing in pain. All right, there's no time to lose. Hurry through the shifting screen to the opposite side before the branches grow back.
Well, if you insist. I'll take this.
Looks good.
Look, the ambrosial arbor's roots.
They've encoiled the Artisanship Commission's most precious invention, the creative. Help me, dear young friends. Let's hack them away together. We can't let the roots punch through the furnace.
Okay, but how?
Careful. It's changing.
That's good news.
What kind of monster is this?
Miraculous! It creates life at will! Such incredible power!
That can't be good.
Excuse me, coming through. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours! This, that. You must be honored to me. Maybe you can keep it down? Time to
Give
twirl!
one to noob.
It's guarding the ambrosial arbor's roots and the furnace.
Talented, huh? Unfortunately for you.
Oh,
Nope,
what are
you don't
you
get to
looking
counter.
at?
Nope.
Time to twirl!
Well, that's a
Let's
problem.
make it quick.
Commencing research. Excuse me, coming through.
That's also not good.
To travel far away. For a tough case like yours, we're gonna try them all! Appropriate. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Inputting commands.
No matter how much damage we do, it just
Yeah, you
heals
won't be
itself.
breaking.
Not fair.
We'll have to retreat for now. Follow me.
Good call.
No wonder the Ciencho is so scared of the abominations of abundance. They're unstoppable. Miss Ting-Yun, are the long-life species on the Ciencho all like this?
I'm afraid this Ebendir was likely birthed by the ambrosial arbor as its guardian. It shares a close connection with the arbor's roots. Most living creatures on the Cienjo don't have abilities like this.
Huh? As long as it's there, we can't get any closer.
Can't we just nuke it? I'm sure there's nothing it could do against radiation.
The Ebendir seems to heal itself instantly, but perhaps it's drawing that power from elsewhere.
Let's blast it to smithereens.
Are you listening to Mr. Yang?
The monster only seems to be active in the vicinity of the arbor. Let's look around and see if we can find anything.
I never said what should we blast.
So the General asked you to head to the Alchemy Commission,
Okay.
The Artisanship Commission had no choice but to halt operations once the tree demon appeared.
So the plot thickens. But it's nearly time to go. So, let's end the stream for today. I know this sounds awfully early, but there may be a chance I actually get to go to the used game store if I go early today. So, with that being said, see you tomorrow, for sure.